folks. Wow, this rain's got you all, doesn't it? It's like we're like, come alive, and you're like, oh. Okay. How is everybody today? How was the rain when you drove in? Wet. How is everybody at home? Just listen.
Dry.
Yeah. Driving in here, I literally got I was just coming off of the freeway, and it was like buckets being thrown at my car, and I was driving like 10 miles an hour all on the freeway, and I was like, I can't go in the center, because from the car to the center, I will be like a rat, a drowned rat. But just as I pulled in the parking lot, it stopped. It just stopped. And I was like, treatment works. I'm just letting you all know that. Eric, how was your drive all the way from West Hollywood? Good? Okay, good. Okay, so anybody here for the first time today? Dory, it's not your first time.
What, it's our first time here?
It's your first time live. Stand up, Dory, for a second. Really? Yeah. We're going to play some music.
You weathered the rain, and now you have to stand.
We're going to play some music and ask you for some interpretive dance. Yeah. Oh, did you? Of course you would totally come on the stage. I know that. So, Dory, this is Dory. And yes, friend of Diana for a couple of years. Like 55, you said. Tell everybody what you do.
What I do?
What you do.
Well, I'm a fashion designer in Plum Desert, California. And I design my own collection of clothing and sell it at restaurants there. We do luncheons, afternoon luncheons, and I have models, and we show my collection, and I do trunk shows.
What shows?
Trunk.
Oh, I thought you said drunk. Those two. You do trunk shows. Well, thank you so much for coming to us, for being here for the first time today.
So good to see you, and this is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yep, and it's about to be renovated even more beautifully. So, yes. Thank you for joining us. Do we have a book? I have my book for you. I don't know if you already have this. Good, now you do. So thank you for trekking out in the rain today.
Likewise.
Yes.
So good to see you.
All of us, yes. So I invite everybody to stand and join you in standing. And this song is for you, Dory. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. Get up now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. Yeah. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. All right, say good morning to one another. John DePatty. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Nice. Oh, well, good morning, everyone, again. How's that feel? One big family. One huge family between those of you that slugged through the rain today and everybody else who's sitting in their bed or their couch having coffee. Welcome to everybody. We come together every Sunday as a spiritual community to do one thing and one thing only. What is that? So if you weren't going to say what you say every week, Tiffany, what else might you might say?
I said what I say every week.
I know. So if you weren't going to say the rosary bead of answers, what would you might say?
I would say to be in community and to remember who I am.
Good. That sounds good. What did you say, Corrine? Yeah. Which rosary bead did you say? Hail Mary or the Our Father? What did you say? Oh, the mind. To know that right where I am. How many of you said that? How about this? To know that right where I am, I live as God. Instead of God is, like is that what you said, Diane? Oh, that's what you said? Yeah. You live as God? You certainly are my God. Anyway. What happened to my ba-dum-bump? Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Usually you're right on it when I say something really bad.
I want to respect your, deal here.
Okay. So we also come together to remind ourselves of our vision statement, which is I'm going to focus a lot today on remember who you are. Kevin and I last night went to see Wicked, the new Wicked, which will come out, I guess, right after Thanksgiving or something, right before next week, and it was great because the stars of the movie were there and they got to talk to us afterwards. Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Jonathan Bailey, the sexiest man alive on People, and the girl who played Nessa Rose, and the guy who played Bach, that's his name. Anyway, it was really a beautiful experience. The movie itself was so emotional and so spiritual and so relevant for the world we're living in right now. I mean, the fact that they called it Wicked for Good, and that's truly, I think, one of Stephen's greatest accomplishments, that song, For Good, because it's not just we're here for good, but for good is for good. It will never change. So it was just a remarkable evening. I bring this up because what I wanted to talk about today, and the song that Carol sent me a song, and it's literally one of my favorite songs, maybe my favorite song in all of New Thought. And I don't think you even knew I knew it when you sent it to me. But she sent it to me, and I instantly got tears in my eyes and thought, oh my God, yes, I need this. And we need this song today. And we need what I'm going to say about it too, because I need what I'm going to say about it. So that's coming up, not right this second, but give you a little wet in your mouth, a little taste for what's happening. So take a deep breath. So give yourself permission to let go, to surrender. Dorothy, couldn't resist. To surrender the pain, surrender the past, surrender a future you're leaning into, or I'm using this word on purpose, trying to make happen. Surrender even the present moment as something you want to hold on to. Because it's always the present moment, and there is never anything to hold on to. So find yourself in that place, that space, where no matter what happened this week, or no matter what remnants of the week remain, there is a place that when you are in your place and I am in my place, we are in that one perfect place. It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on your face. I feel the God, love of God surround me, and I am touched by amazing grace. And all I've ever wanted, and all I've ever needed, is already there, nearer than the sunrise, nearer than the air. All I've ever wanted and all I've ever needed was there all the time. Think about that for a moment. Everything you could ever possibly want, everything and anything you could ever possibly need is already right where you are, no matter what. Where in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, might you be closing yourself off to that infinite possibility, pure potentiality? This field of love only gives you the power to choose, to be, to accomplish, to live, to experience anything and everything that you consciously choose. So what will it be? What's your choice right here this moment? Feel it, allow it, surrender to it, because it's quite simple. It's like the air above you. It's like the sunlight on your face. Feel the love of God surround you, and know that you are touched by amazing grace. And all you've ever wanted and all you've ever needed is already there, right there. Closer than the sunlight and nearer than the air. Just take a deep breath in, hold it, and let it go. How do you feel? Good? Good. Well, let's bring up someone that's going to make you feel even better. The Reverend Dr. Karen Oxrider. So how did you know to wear these slippers that were in the movie last night?
Wow, we're all going to click our heels together, right?
And go
home.
and home.
And we're home.
Yes.
Yes.
You look just gorgeous.
Thank you.
Just so beautiful. So
Thank
golden.
you.
Yes. So, I don't know why I'm holding this. So, what is our theme, Dr. Karen?
Blessing.
Blessings. Great.
Yes.
And I think I've picked the perfect person, and thank you for doing this today.
You're welcome.
To talk about blessings, because I said, when did I say this? I said this, maybe it was in Mental Muscle, whatever it was. I said, it's really great to have someone at the center that I consider a literal, physical, emotional, conscious, spiritual blessing to every person you meet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also said this.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
No, this wasn't the
Oh.
other side of that. No, I've also said this. I said that, I guess I was talking in mental muscle, and I said, the only person I've ever met in my entire life who I would honestly say I have never heard gossip ever or say anything negative about anyone is Karen Oxrider.
Aw,
And that's true.
thank
And I'm
you.
including myself in that because I still slip now and then. But I never
course
see
we
you
do.
slip. And I know the times when I've slipped and said something about someone in front of you, I just have to look at you and I see the look and I'm like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, and you don't even mean it. You know, you're like the Mother Teresa of Global
Oh my
Truth Center.
goodness. Well, thanks.
Yes. So with that,
Tiffany even cleaned up her act today, and she was
She did?
hugging me in the hallway. Yeah.
see the effect you have even on that type of person? Yeah. So, blessings. What does that mean to you?
Oh boy, what a perfect theme for the month of Thanksgiving, right? Because I think it comes more to our mind
Yeah.
about blessings and what we're grateful for. I think with blessings, it's something we already have. It's like interwoven into our being, into our fabric, the blessings. It's the knowingness. The best way I can describe the feeling of blessings is we talk often about that quiet, still voice when we're meditating or walking and we get guidance from, or the message of that divine nudge. Do you ever
Yes.
feel that? Well, how I would describe blessings along those lines is a tap on my heart. A blessing is more the acknowledgement or wanting to be acknowledge what has been given to you. And I think gratitude and blessing, often we interchange those two words a lot. And I think that's fine. I think for me, the gratitude is an action. It's a response that we give, where a blessing is a gift. And gratitude, we say thank you. Where a blessing whispers, here, this is a gift for you.
Or a blessing whispers to you,
Yeah.
thank you. That's a quote you should put down somewhere. Blessing is a tap on the heart.
And the tap
That's
on
like,
the heart.
That's so beautiful, yeah.
For example, my dad has been in the hospital for the last 4 weeks. He fell.
Right.
And I'm so grateful for all the doctors and nurses. We live in a community that has this amazing rehabilitation center, Las Robles, amazing. But the other day I was carrying, clothes for him, mail for him, umbrella, and somebody opened the door for me to get into the building. And my reply was, thank you. But I noticed that tap on my heart was, this was a gift for you, Karen, because how are you going to get in with all these things in your hand, It's just the awareness. I think our heart wants us to be aware when then something, whether it's a person, whether it's an experience, brings us a gift
So
in
the
life.
blessing precedes the gratitude, and the gratitude itself produces a blessing.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
beautiful. That's beautiful. No,
You
it
just
is.
said it. I just made sense. I was making sense out of what you were saying because I thought about that. The
yes.
person opening the door was such a blessing, and the gratitude came out of your heart
I said thank
was
you.
the gratitude which blesses him all over, or her, whatever it
Right.
was, all over again.
Right.
It's just
Another, I think of, you often hear me say, I am so grateful for Brad. And I hear you say it a lot on stage.
That I'm
well,
grateful
not
for
that you're
Brad?
grateful for Brad, but
Yeah.
that you're grateful for Kevin.
I'm grateful for Brad too. I mean, he edited my whole book, and most of you don't know this, but he edited my entire book. And then I had one little paragraph I had to write at the end, and since I was thanking him in the paragraph, I chose not to give it to him to edit, and I misspelled his name.
And
of
you're
which I am
grateful.
gratefully blessed. Yes.
But speaking of my gratitude to Brad, this week we celebrated our 30-year wedding anniversary.
Yay! Woo! Are you going to
And
give it a
in-
few more years?
Yes, yeah. And for that I say thank you. I never told I don't think anybody knows this story other than us. When we first got married, this is 30 years ago, in my mind, people had told me about the 7-year itch, right? And so I told Brad, oh God, I hope we make it to 7 years.
So that you can feel the itch?
Is that a belief that was out there? I don't know where that came from. And then we made it to 7 years, and we were high-fiving. And then somebody said, well, it comes in sevens. So you got to wait for 14. Well, we made it 14. Then we made, 21?
And 28. So good. You're in your next
We're
7
good.
years.
Yeah, we're good.
Kevin and I are 37, 35. Okay, that's good. We're still only 2 years into the next 7-year itch.
Yeah.
Of course,
But
none of us believe that. but
I know. That's superstition. But, the gratitude is we all have someone we're grateful for in our experience. It could be our parents. It could be our children or our grandchildren. So take that. It's the gratitude is when you say thank you. And the blessing goes deeper. It's recognizing the presence of that love, that capital L love that's there, or the grace that allowed our paths to cross, or the strength that we've provided to each other. That's, for me, the deeper part, the blessing. So,
That's great.
during this holiday season, count your blessings instead of sheep. And just drop in, because it really, I think, when we are in that attitude of gratitude, or we're in that blessing mentality, awareness, I think that's when everything flows for us. And it takes away the limitations, and it provides for the possibilities.
And there's a
in our
wonderful
life.
quote in CPR that says, gratitude is a prosperity magnet.
Ooh,
And it's not just about money, it's about every aspect of prosperity in your life. Creativity,
I believe
health,
it.
love, all of it. Well, we're grateful. I'm grateful that
I'm
you came
grateful
into
for
my
it.
life.
Aw,
Truly.
thank
truly.
you.
So what's our affirmation for the what's the affirmation for the folks,
The
Karen?
affirmation of the day is every day I count my many blessings. And this is how we're going to do this. I'm not going to make you stand unless you don't really say it strongly. So
test.
just know that. It's a test. But when you say it, mean it, and I want you to tap your heart. Awaken that in your heart to acknowledge the blessings that we all receive each and every day. Okay, so here we go. Say it with me. Every day I count my many blessings. Thank you.
Reverend Dr. Karen Oxrider.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Okay, as I promised you, here is Carol Hatchett to sing I Am Light.
All right, feel free to sing along with me, you guys. I Am Light is the name of the song. Ooh. I am light, I am light. 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 Beautiful. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the emptiness inside. I things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Sing it with me. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. All light. One more time for me. I am light. I am light. I am light. Yes. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Carol Hatchett. I am not the things my family did. So much of this song starts with all the things we are not, and I think it's important to remind ourselves the things that we're not, because many of these things are things we're still holding on to, the things we are still identifying as, and they're things that we're still allowing to identify us. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head, all the thinking, all the thoughts that come up, all of the history that brought the core beliefs, that brought the thinking that you use, that brought the already established premises that you live life by. All of that, you're none of it. You're none of it. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. This week I had many chances to talk to people about the brokenness that they're living with right now. The choices they made that didn't work, the regrets they have, the relationships that fell apart. It just seemed like one of those weeks where everyone was crashing with those things going on. And yet, I knew what Carol was going to sing, and it kept me very solid. You are none of those things. Whatever they are that are still there, you are none of those things. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. And then just for myself, I am not my career. I am not my creations. Even the very things that you take pride in, that you have created, all of your successes. I am not my successes. I am not my failures. How many of you have had failures during your lifetime? Every one of us. Every one of us. And yet, quite often, those failures, piece by piece, one by one, chip away at who you know yourself to be. And you don't even notice it, because we're in a mode of survival, not thrival. We're in a mode of just making sure we get through it instead of being it. I am not my gender. I am not my sexual desires, wherever they go or however they play out. I am not my friends. I am not my lovers. I am not my adventures. I am not anything that relates to this physical world. I'm none of it. And yet I understand that all of it shows up some way in my conscious mind, in my subjective mind, my subconscious mind, the seat of memory, as Ernest Holmes calls it, that holds all of this stuff that she talks about in this song. All of this stuff holds it all, the subconscious mind, and manifests the future and the present from all of that to the degree that any of that is active. And I don't mean consciously active. I mean consciously left active in our subconscious minds. Think about the difference there. How much of all that I just read and more that I haven't even gotten to is still active because you have not resolved what that is. Whatever it is, whatever the thoughts are, whatever the beliefs are, whatever the history is, whatever all of that is, how much of it is still at play. And I'll tell you this, because I'm on my 37th, is it, mental muscle? That's 37 times of 16 weeks. A lot of people are still taking mental muscle. Some of them have taken it 10, 15 times and are still telling the same stories. And I'm not telling on them. I'm explaining what we all do. We're still telling the same stories because that story is still active here in the subconscious mind. That's how this works. That's who we are. She goes on to say, I am everything. I am light. I am light. In the quantum field and the understanding, I am energy. I am the energy of all of that, but none of that, just the energy that created that. I am creativity. I am not my creations. I am the creativity that brought them into being. And none of this matters. What matters is I'm the creativity that could bring whatever next comes into my being. Right? I am a piece of the allness. She says, I am light. And ultimately, that translates into I am God. That's who you are. That's what you are. The title of my talk today is, If I Am God, Then What? I could not have found a better picture, which I didn't find. Dr. Laurie did. But she sent me pictures of all these people, and then that one little picture was at the end. She said, just to put a smile on your face. I went, no, that's the picture. Because the truth is, that child probably knows he's God. Because probably no one's told him any different yet. Yet. Right? Most of us sitting here have been told a lot of other things. The first time I heard that song, I Am Light, was early in the morning one morning before Spirit Breath. And I was looking for a song that I wanted to play during Spirit Breath, and I always go to Wikipedia or Chat GPT, and I'll ask, give me a song that represents, that I am God. Or give me a song that represents whatever the theme was that day, and I think it was light. And what came up was India Arya's song, I Am Light. And I put it on to listen to it because I like to make sure what I'm about to play for everybody in Spirit Breath. And I think the very first line, I am not mistakes my family made, just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I just started crying. And then as she just kept going, by the time it was over, I was like a mess. I mean, in a good way. I was like, oh my God. And then Spirit Breath happened, and I played the song, and everyone's reaction to it was pretty similar. Because the song I play in Spirit Breath usually doesn't come in until we're almost at the end of Spirit Breath. We've done all of the work to ground ourselves to get us where we're going to be, and then I play this song for reflection. And I remember that day, the reaction, because once it was over, everybody was talking about what they just experienced. So when Carol sent me the song, I was like, yeah, we've never done it here. Mostly because I've never wanted to sing it because there are too many lyrics. Too many I am nots, right? You probably felt that too. And you hit every one of them perfect. I was so impressed, really. But when Carol sent it to me, I said, yeah, let's do that. I was brought to I am God again, and the difficulty of saying those 3 words, I am God, and the difficulty, and the people who have left this center, who left the NoHo Arts Center back in North Hollywood, because I was daring to say, I am God, and it intimidated them. It felt like a horrible thing to say. Yet, that child knows. That children tend to know. I mean, they tell you what they want, and they don't expect anything but yes. So they know who they are. So this I am God thing started all week this week. I've been thinking about it. Why is it so difficult? Why is it so difficult to teach? Why is it so difficult to say? I remember the last summer we were at Asilomar, and I was the closing speaker at Asilomar that year. I was still in the good graces of Centers for Spiritual Living at the time, until I got up and gave my final talk, which is where I called them all out on the carpet and said, we have got to stop teaching duality. We've got to stop teaching that we are something separate from God, and we have to be willing to stand in our truth and say, I am, and you are, and we all are God. Thank you. To which point, most of the room cheered and stood up. Almost none of the leaders stood up. They were furious. And I got called on the carpet afterwards saying, what you are doing, where you are going, is going to lose us people. And I said, I'm not about the business of getting you people. I'm about the business of speaking the truth. And I guarantee you, the more people get it and hear it and live it, these rooms will be overflowing. Well, I then went independent because of our board saying you need to go independent. But I take myself back now 10 years, 15 years, to 2010. In 2010, right after I had gone through stage 4 cancer, and it had been a really tumultuous March, April, May, June, and July. And then in August, I ran the CSL conference that year, which was not at Asilomar, which was the year before. This was in Chicago. Oh, actually, it was a year after San Diego. So I'm running this conference. And I am the head of the conference, but I still have an entire board that tells me where we're going and what they think about my ideas. And it was such a struggle to get them on board with teaching the quantum understanding of God. And we didn't, because I'd just come through 5 months of stage 4 cancer. I weighed like 130 pounds. I was really just coming back into getting some energy back, and I didn't have the fight. So we had a great conference, but none of this stuff came up then. So there was all this difficulty. But after that conference, in the fall, a gentleman showed up at the NoHo Arts Center for New Thought and brought me a book. And he had just done a movie. And he brought me a book called 3 Magic Words. Can you imagine what those 3 magic words were? Yeah. So he brought me this book, and it was by Yule Stanley Anderson. 3 Magic Words, which was written in 1954, which is not surprising to me. It's the year I was born. And I thought to myself, I was born into the energy of a book that was written that was really not well received, this book. And this quote, the magic is not in the words themselves, but in the awakened understanding of your own thought power. He wasn't trying to say, you are that God in the heaven. You, just you, Doug Draper, no one else. You're better than everyone else, which Doug's like, I know. Which is what people take this to mean, that whoever says this thinks they're better than other people. In fact, the people that actually say, I am God, actually are elevating everyone else to a higher place than they even think of themselves. That's what I am God means. That I understand that you, Dory, are beyond anything you could ever really know yourself as. That's what I am God says, to walk in that consciousness, that understanding. So really, if nothing else, the problem is bad marketing. for this book. Bad branding. This was not understood well and therefore pushed away. But you know what? That was 1954. Here we are, 75 years later? It's still the same problem. Bad marketing, bad branding, and no one wants to take responsibility for being who they are. Because it's so much easier to have God out there calling the shots. To have God out there so that I can blame God when things go wrong. To have God out there so I don't have to make any real decisions because the decisions have been made already. So just get with that program. And most people are good with that. But you're all sitting here this morning and you're all sitting in your homes this morning listening to this. You feel something different. I feel something different. So that's in 1954 when he wrote that. In 2010, a gentleman came to my office, gave me this book because he was promoting a movie he had done, written and directed. His name is Michael Perlin. And we had a great time. And I did read the book, and I was blown away. And then he played me his movie, which at the time when the movie came out, Oprah Winfrey said, "What the Bleep," The Secret, mentioned a couple other movies. She goes, all of them pale in comparison to the truth that is in this movie. And the name of the movie is, where is it? Oh, it's called Three Magic Words. No. Yes, it's called Three Magic Words. This is what Michael wrote. He said, "The day everyone accepts the responsibility of being God is the day we make our world more peaceful, loving, and spiritual." That's the truth. So this movie, Three Magic Words, it is Three Magic Words, makes perfect sense. And when I watched it, and we did a benefit at the NoHo Arts Center showing that movie, everybody came, and I got a lot of pushback from my board as well, saying, if we go here, we're going to cut our congregation in half. Again, same thing. And I said, well, should we? And they all agreed we should. And that's why the boards that I have had from the time I started becoming a minister all the way through today's board are powerfully supportive and like-minded people that understand this principle and help me making the right choices. This is the right choice. Michael also said this. He said, "We truly live in amazing times. We have come to a new understanding of how nature, science, and consciousness all work together." Really, this movie back in 2010 was a precursor to everything I have now understood in quantum metaphysics. And that's what was coming out at the time. And in 2024, which was just a moment ago, a book came out. I haven't read it yet. Is that God calling? I'm just going to take a moment, just listen. Oh, it's Jim. Okay. So in 2024, a book came out called I Am God by John C. Robinson. It's interesting because there was a book that came out based on the three magic words, I am God. And the person brought the book to our center, and we did read it, and we did talk about it. And then about a year later, he called me and said, I'd like to give you all my copies of I Am God because we're changing the name. Because no one's going to buy it. No one's buying it. And my publishers are making me change the name to a different title, the book, whatever that book was, right? And I said, sure, give me all the books. And I was so disheartened. I thought, it's so funny. You did it. You came out and said, I am God. You wrote this wonderful book. And you're changing the name because no one's going to read it? But it was really difficult, very daunting. So when Carol was going to sing I Am Light, I thought, it's funny. I hope you were all as moved by the song as I was. So what if she had been singing I Am God? Would it have been harder to listen to? For some people, yes. But isn't it the same thing? Isn't that what she was singing? I am the light? Is somehow God outside the light? is somehow when I say I am the energy of God, I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the creativity of God, is somehow saying all of that easier than just saying I am God? Ernest Holmes at the end of his life basically said, I am done with saying I am one with God or I am part of God. I'm done saying all of that because it makes no sense and it continues to teach duality. So the one with, the part of, the one of, no, it's I am God. All that God is, I am. All that I am, God is. Now here's the issue. And this is a great, great, great quote. The divine you seek is the consciousness looking through your eyes right now. The God you seek is the consciousness looking through your eyes right now. If God is consciousness, if God is energy, if God is this quantum field, if God is your mind, which Ernest Holmes says, there's one mind, and we all individualize this mind. It doesn't mean I am part of this mind. It means I individualize the one mind. Like Rumi says, I am the entire ocean in a drop, not I'm a drop in the ocean. We've gotten it wrong. And you know why we've gotten it wrong? I think people have gotten this over the ages. Jesus got it, Buddha got it. So many brilliant minds get it. You know why we get it wrong? Because it keeps us down. It keeps us subservient. It keeps us less than. It keeps giving us someone to blame when there's no one to blame other than the use of your mind. That's it. That's the only thing. So I knew coming in here today, I had a big hill to climb, to climb up. Because for a lot of people, this is not a fun topic. And yet, I got to tell you, this is the most amazing, significant topic any one of us could ever discuss. Because everything else evolves from this. Everything you do in life evolves from who you know yourself to be. And if you are the color of your skin, the gender of your body, you are the sexual preferences, if you are your career, if you are the relationship you're in, if you are your financial status, if you are all of that, it's all going to go up and down and sideways. But if you are God, if you know who you are, and you don't question it, every time something goes wrong. And that happens, doesn't it? I'd say show of hands, but all hands will probably go up. How many times have you been in a crisis of faith when you don't believe it anymore? Right? You're going through a horrendous, painful time that's going to go away. Right? But that doesn't help when you're going through this pain. She just had surgery and it's painful. Yes. Cancer was painful. I shared this last week, laying on the bathroom floor with the linoleum, or as Dr. Walker always said, the linoleum, was really annoying and painful. But I did come to a humorous moment of realizing God was also in the toilet. Say that in so many different ways to make sense out of it. Because God is in the toilet right now for many, many people. But all we really need to do is get it, that God is your problems as well as your solutions. Because God is nothing more than the creative energy, the light that is you. Turn it on, turn it off. Doesn't matter. God doesn't care. Because God is you. God is this impersonal field of pure creativity. A friend of mine who's in a 12-step program said to me the other day, my sponsor told me I needed to start praying. And I was like, that's a great idea. Who are you praying to? He said, well, God. I said, okay, where is this God? He said, out up there. I was like, oh my God. I said, if God is up there, who's down here? He said, people. I said, okay, so God's up there, people are down here, and never the twain shall meet. I said, did you not ever pay attention to what Jesus said? I and the Father are one. Or it's done unto you as you believe. Or heaven already exists. It's whatever you make of it, all of that. This person who's not very religious at all, he just said, no. That was it. I don't. He said, but I'm going to start praying. I was like, don't. What are you praying to? Who are you praying to? What are you praying from? And Then I realized that this was not a conversation to have in the mindset I was in at that moment, which was very reactionary. Because I wasn't really reacting to this person. I was reacting to the whole freaking world. I was reacting to a culture that we live in that keeps us down, that keeps us feeling less, that keeps us thinking that we are not the power, that keeps us thinking that we can't do certain things because of this, that, and the other thing. The color of my skin, the gender of my body, the race that I live in, everything. My age. Anybody else? Your age. Who's to say? It's funny, we have a painter at the house today, and he said, how old is he, 47, 46? He said he was 46, older than us. I said, and then Kevin, of course, loves to tell you how old I am. I said, James is 71. And he went, oh my God, I look so much older than you. And I didn't know what to say. I was in the middle of putting this talk together. I was running out to get something. I went, uh-huh. And I just, I wanted to say, I'd love to talk to you about how you could change that, but I don't have the time, and I didn't. But you know what? I got to take the time. And I have to keep remembering that there was a reason why in 2010, a person showed up at my door at the Nahar Arts Center and handed me a book. And why that person then showed me a movie. And then why I felt so called to show it. And why I have felt so called for the last 15 years to be saying, I am God. But I have to tell you, I haven't leaned into it or said it enough. I really haven't, because the title of my talk today is this: if I am God, then what? I need to move from I am God into the then what stage. And all of us do. We need to move beyond the verbiage, beyond the quantum mechanics of it all. We need to move beyond what we're understanding. Not that I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop understanding it. But I want to know that what I'm understanding has an action mode. Because the then what is what's important to me. If I am God, and I am, then what? All that means is I now get to decide what level of God I want to live at. I can just stay the course and live the way I'm living. But you know what? Last night, I watched a movie that a man directed that is so brilliant, so much going on that screen. I saw the very first previews of Wicked 15 years ago, 20 years ago in San Francisco when I went up to see it. This movie is the emergent evolution of a play that was okay when it first opened. But it has continued to grow and expand. That is the then what of creativity. And I was very, very moved by it. And I had to say to myself, what are you doing with all the talent you have? Why are you creeping along slowly? Why are you just doing things as you do them? Where's your then what? If I am God, then I have the power to create the life I say I want to live. I also have the power to not do that. That's what I am God means. You are choice. You have the power. You are in the driver's seat. You are the one that gets to say yes or no to whatever comes through you. That's what I am God means. And it also means that everybody else does as well. So what's it going to be? I am God? Or, I don't know. Because you're a choice. Pick one. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, everybody, let's take a deep breath. Needed to get that out. Okay. So I invite you to take out your contribution, your tithe, your stewardship, your sponsorship, whatever you call it something. Make sense out of it. Give me a little pretty music, Robbie. Something is moving and shifting through each and every one of us here this morning, in this room, online, all of you watching. Pay attention. Listen to it. Know what it is. Honor it. And then do something about it. This is what I know. I know for myself and for every one of us. Forgive everything means let go of all the petty nonsense in our lives. Drop it all to step into this life force that is ready to bring forth whatever you, Anthony, decide to create. That's the truth. That's the truth that I live in. That's the prosperity that each one of us is. And I say thank you for it, and I let it be so, as we say together, and so it is. And now, Mindy Schinnerer.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
As you sit here, think about what you're blessed with.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And so it was, and so it is, and so shall it always be. Namaste. Mindy Schinnerer. Woo! Okay, Swan.
Good morning. It's Sunday, November 16th, and here are your GTC announcements. Coming up on the calendar, join us 2 weeks from today for the GTC Comedy and Truth Telethon. This fundraising event takes place from 1 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, November 30th. You can attend in person or watch online. On Friday, December 12th, we are proud to present a GTC Christmas Carol. This is a GTC take on the Dickens classic. Celebrate the holiday season with us on Friday, December 12th. Tickets go on sale this week. Save the date of Saturday, December 13th for our holiday caroling party from 4 to 7 p.m. at the home of Dr. James and Kevin Bailey. Finally, as we approach the holiday season, we appreciate your donations to Manna, the local food bank here in Conejo Valley. Please consider bringing in unopened, non-perishable items on Sundays and place them in the container as you arrive. As always, thanks for your generosity and giving. You can always find out what's going on and make donations using the QR codes you'll find on the back of our monthly theme cards. Use the camera on your smartphone and you'll go right to the calendar and donation pages on our website. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Thank you, Thor. Where are you, Thor? Thank you. That was great. So, whoever's picking up their lemon cakes today, I spent the weekend baking up a storm. Kevin and I together. Kevin does all the washing and dishes throughout. So, I just want you to know these are frozen, which is how they should stay. Put them in your freezer and just pull out what you need. If you only need to eat half the cake, cut it in half, put the rest back in the freezer. These are amazing cakes frozen. You can slice one piece off and eat it 10 minutes later. It is amazing chilled and with a little bit of, something on top. It could be whipped cream, it could be ice cream, it could be fruit if you're in a healthy mode. So They are here. I know a lot of you already got them, but if you ordered them, they are only for those that ordered them. So I've baked all the ones that were ordered to have for Thanksgiving. I'll do another baking 48 hours when the ones that for Christmas are ordered. So some of you ordered it for Thanksgiving, and some of you ordered it for Christmas. And some of you ordered one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas. You're getting yours today. So there you go. Okay, that's for everybody. Karen Wright, could you come on up here for a second? So as you know, we are very supportive of Karen Wright and her group, The Greater Contribution. They're about to do their, you know what, you'll tell them. Here we go.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Well, we are actually in the middle of our annual black tie no-show dinner.
Which is, I think, hysterically brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you throw this big black tie event that you don't have to go to.
Right.
I love that.
Yes, and many people do as well. And the idea is that you save whatever you would spend going to a great gala. You know, you would spend on a babysitter, on parking, on a nice dress, on the actual dinner itself. You save all of that, and you just donate it to the Greater Contribution to help the women in Uganda. And many of you have participated in this year after year, and we're very grateful for that. And suddenly, something else happened. And this is my then what?
Yeah.
We were discovering that, big discovery, international aid to Uganda was cut off completely. So that resulted in about 80% of their healthcare system being eliminated. And we were discovering that among the women that we support, there were many people who were HIV positive. There were babies dying of malaria on a rampant scale. TB was becoming rampant. This is because they had no health care. And so I agonized over this. My partner in Uganda agonized. We put our heads together and did a lot of agonizing. And fortunately, we have an amazing team there. And they came up with this idea that there are village health teams, or called VHTs, in Uganda. And these teams actually go directly to these remote villages that we support. They go there, they provide medical care, they provide medical testing. They, if needed, they refer people to more remote clinics, which are difficult for them to get to. And these are amazing, amazing people. And they have all been disbanded, and they don't reach the villages anymore. There is no health care for people. And it really came home to me when I was meeting with a group of peer counselors.
You just got back from Uganda.
Yeah, I got back on Monday. I was meeting with a group of peer counselors, and this one woman, and we were asking them, how many people in your village are HIV positive? How many in your village? We were trying to get a sense of the scope of the problem. This one woman said, well, gave us a number, and she said, but I'd like to speak to you privately. And privately, she said, I'm HIV positive. And she was sharing drugs with another woman in her village. They were getting half each because they couldn't get the full amount that they needed. And unfortunately, there is still a great deal of shame around being HIV positive in Uganda. And so a lot of the women were like this beautiful young woman who was positive, and she started telling us her story, and she broke down crying because she said, I fear for my life. And I was in tears. Everybody watching the filming was in tears.
So our donations, will they go towards the healthcare?
Yes. So the big deal is, and this is a whole new chapter for the Greater Contribution, and I'm very proud of our board for saying, yes, we have to do this. We are reactivating these VHT teams that go village to village. and we're doing a pilot program starting in about 2 weeks, and they will go to about 300 people. And the cost for all of this is about $14,000. So in addition to our usual black tie, we hope that people will really step up in an even bigger way so that we can save lives of women and even infants.
Well, I say thank you to you. And here's the thing. If I am God,
Yes.
then what? And this is the then what.
This is my then
And there
what.
should not be any sense of, well, we really should put the money here or there. If you are inclined, if you feel it, that's the then what.
Yes,
Thank
yes. And I know we need to support this center as well. And there's no reason that we have to do either or.
Exactly.
We know that as God, we have great abundance and we can do it all.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, and by the way, Karen is going to be one of the actors in A Christmas Carol. Yes.
I just found this out.
But aren't you excited to get
Yes,
back to acting?
it'll be fun.
She's
Yes.
a great actress.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, kids, come on up. Oops. Oops. Yeah, there you go. There you go. What you do today?
Today I showed them 2 short videos. They were each about 5 or 6 minutes long on the big beautiful TV about the beauty of Earth. And it was hard for me to not get emotional watching it. Just these beautiful images, just showing the incredible beauty that we have on this planet. And then we talked about how beautiful the planet is, and one of the first things that came up that Gemma said is, yeah, but we're destroying it. And so we talked about how we can change that, and how I believe in my heart that things are
And do you know what's going to
shifting.
change it, guys? Do you know what's going to change it?
No,
I do.
I don't.
You. Your generation.
We talked
because
about-
you've had enough of our generation.
Yeah, we talked about that, and
Don't
we
you
talked
think?
about
Yeah.
how there's a
Yeah.
tipping point that happens. It doesn't take 50% of the consciousness to shift on the planet. What is it, like 5% or 10%? It's very low.
Yeah.
And so we talked about that concept and how important it is to help others shift their perspective on the beauty of this planet, and that we need to appreciate it every day and take care of it, and that it doesn't need to be the way that it is
No.
anymore, and that it's shifting.
You know,
And
my
that-
son said to me, he said, you know, when I think about what your generation and your parents' generation, when I think about what the generations before us have done to this planet, it gets me so mad. And I went, good, I'm glad it does. Now stop being mad and do something about it. Because otherwise you're just going to be the next generation that's complaining about it. So, and you guys, you're going to do something about it, right?
They are.
Once
so
you wake up.
Yeah. and then we did
Show
an
them your
art
picture.
project, and I just said to paint something that was about the Earth. It could be anything. Gemma's doing a whole remodeling of her room. You want to talk a little bit about it, because it's
you are?
very cool.
I'm making my new room forest themed with like a bunch of like things on my door, like a kind of collage. So I made pictures about that.
About self-esteem?
No, the forest.
Oh, I thought you said esteem. Oh,
Forest
forest theme.
theme.
I heard for esteem, but I like that too. A forest theme. Got it. Well, thank you guys.
And we had hot chocolate.
Excellent. Oh, don't tell them that. Then they think they're going to get it. Yes. Okay, good. Bye, guys. Okay. COD today is, who is COD? Oh, Mr. Karen Oxrider. No. And Sherry Verson? Okay, where are you going to be, Brad?
I'm going to be in the meditation room.
You'll be in the meditation room. You're downstairs. Great. Today we have a board. What? Oh, yeah, come on up.
Okay, so we'll be doing a 9-minute breath work this coming Friday, and it's the perfect
Maybe I want to do that.
theme for if I am God, then what?
Perfect.
So the theme is primal leadership. And some people have asked, what is 9D? Many people have experienced it. So basically it's you breathe, you feel, you activate, you hold, you scream, you release, you awaken, and then you feel better. And I just wanted to read primal leadership, especially in these days without getting political. I know there are many people that are feeling that I am God, now what? A desire to step into a level of activation, activism, leadership. So this journey is for leaders, visionaries, change makers, who are ready to shed the weight of expectation, reconnect with their inner fire, and embody grounded, authentic power. Remember who you are. It's ideal for anyone who has carried the burden of responsibility for too long. Those who are ready to lead not from pressure, but from presence. So if you're available Friday evening, come join us. 7 o'clock, everyone will have a pre-recorded journey to go on in your headphones. And this is really powerful. And it's primal. It's really to tap into the acknowledgement and the remembrance of we are all leaders. We are all visionaries. We are all God. So now what?
Thank you, Eric. Oh, that's great. Kevin?
Karen Wright just wanted to let all the good folks online know that the website for contributions is thegreatercontribution.org. Thegreatercontribution.org.
All spelled out.
Right?
And Karen will be in the breezeway for anyone that wants to donate to her.
How's that?
Yes.
Got it?
Okay.
Good pitch.
Okay, everybody, I invite you all to stand. Oh, you know what? Keep going, Robbie. Can I have a round of applause for Carol? And also a round of applause for Reverend Dr. Karen Oxrider. As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. With every step I take, every last breath I make, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Everybody. Love, cover me, light every darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be grateful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Mindy?
Kindness wash over me, make me a symphony, play every note you can find.
Make me reverberate, gently deactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and let my anthem be. Everybody, love cover me, light every darkness. Love cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love cover me. Love cover me. Cover me. Oh, love cover me. Okay, everybody, one word. Love, 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 love. Now just let everything out. Just let that word out. Love, 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 love.
Cover me with
Love, 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 love. Love. Listen to that. Love, love, love. Ready? Really loud. Yeah. Have a great Sunday, everybody.